Welcome to another Field of Glory 2 battle. This is a Slytherin tournament friendly rematch versus Flynn for the third round of the Hills Have Eyes. In this half of the mirror match, I have Romans versus his Sassanid Persians with Armenian allies. So the terrain is pretty nice for us. We can pretty quickly seize this big hill, and from there hopefully dominate the surrounding terrain. To that end, I'm going to grab auxiliary archers and light infantry. We'll also grab the support of one unit of Auxilia Palatina. Then, for a main battle line in the plain, we have Legio Comitatensis and more Auxilia Palatina. I'm going to grab both units of light artillery because I just don't have much missile power available. And I might try to avoid this and concentrate on here. In fact, to that end, we're going to cram more artillery into this tiny space. And what? Heavy infantry. Do I want expensive Legio Palatina or just the regular Comitatensis? I'll probably just stick with the Comitatensis. Okay, what next? We'll need a screen of Limatane just to extend our line and slow any flanking movements. And I do want light javelin horse and mounted archers. Do I even want spending nomad mounted archers? I think I do. I can reconsider all of that. Legio Palatina, just a big block of expensive heavy foot right in the middle there. And my own light spear cavalry. Normally I would get lancers, but considering that he can field elephants and cataphracts, I think evasion might be a useful ability to possess. 58 points remaining. Let's grab one more unit of medium foot. Alright, how do we feel about that? Good enough. Alright, we have infantry and cavalry commands. 2 generals left, so let's do a right wing command. And a left wing infantry command. And attach the left wing infantry to this cavalry command. Very good. Let's see how he deploys and whether I have to radically alter my planned movements. Alright, here we go. Honor is at stake here. I put you on notice. Alright. Swarm of lights in the center. Be a bit difficult for me to deal with given my lack of missile troops. I don't see elephants, unfortunately. I was hoping to shoot them with my artillery. Okay, I guess I'm not going to have a nice little fight over this knob. This I don't really care about. The question is, how can I isolate his cavalry and kill it? Shift around and advance. No need to be fancy yet. Our late Roman cavalry can support our light cavalry with their light spears. Limatane can also push up and support. Okay, so we'll seize this, obviously, and then we'll try to seize this, maybe. Hold in the open here. See where we go from there. Next turn. Alright. Fine with me. Okay, so we're going to keep moving. Take this hill next. Next turn. These men are armored, so they can get shot at a bit. It's no big deal. Let's just carry on with our plan. I want to shift one more unit onto this hill, given that he's got 7 non-light units. There, and then for now I could shoot, but I think I prefer to simply fall back out of bowshot. If he follows with his cavalry, then we can engage with our own light horse. There we go. And let's shift this light artillery up onto this hill. Next turn. Carry on. I need these master archers to engage targets here. Alright, do we shoot back or do we charge? Shoot back, I suppose. Good. Do a charge. Probably should not have done that. Let's try to go for one more disrupt there. Held firm. Very well. Awkward. Next turn. They might have to do some running away. Alright, back. I do not intend to shoot at foot archers with horse archers one-on-one like that. And let's see, do we push this yet? I think we need to wait briefly. I'm going to do this. Get there, and the Palatinate line there. Okay, artillery facing that way, more infantry, archers. These guys will be in reserve, kind of facing this way, so they can decide which way they need to go. More archers. And next turn we can begin a push onto the hill. Should I just keep wasting artillery shot? Probably not until I can combine it with other missile fire for extra cohesion checks. So it's difficult because I can't really force an engagement easily, but what I can do is kind of hill hop and seize this next, and then maybe work on seizing this. I'm not really sure how to pin down his mounted archers, so next turn. Alright, so we'll need to get some more support over here. Try a charge. Then lock them in. Not with the Palatinate, though, that's a waste. Oops. Alright then. Good. Good to work. Excellent. Tempted to push into range, so if they fall back, they frag, but I probably shouldn't do that. Let's see, they move here, I move here, move here or here. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Good. All right. Next turn. All right, looks like we're all funneling in for a fight here. Well, for one thing, we can block the fallback. And do I go with the cavalry? Could take us somewhere bad. I think I'd rather play it safe and go in with the infantry. Oh, they did just fall back. Well, that's too bad. Turn. Lock them in so they can't get away easily. Push. Lay down some arrows. Fall back if you can. Nope. Alright, who can move? Limatane can just trundle through this open space. Whatever. Unless that prevents a charge, it does not. Run. Take some pot shots, whatever. Auxilia will traverse this slope. Limatane will shift to the right, as will the cavalry. Everyone's headed over to a giant brawl on the right. Good. What have we got? Fire again. Excellent. Do we bother locking them in? Tempting. Yeah, it's tempting. We're doing it. This Comitatensis can cover, let's see, this tile if it needs to. In the meantime, can keep shooting with our artillery. It's unlikely to get us a break. That was 2 lucky shots, but it's worth a try anyway. We're pushing into archery range, but I think it's necessary. Yeah, so Flynn said that he went for it. He's never seen 2 Scorpion shots disrupt 2 superior units. Yeah, I was very lucky. Artillery says 0 to 50, but it's weighted more towards the low end of the spectrum. Bounced. And oh, double dropped. All right then. And they're coming down to fight. Right, well, let's keep that up. Man, alright. Do we dare to do this, or is that a waste of time? I think we general up on the Legio Palatina. And charging. Lock that unit in. Charge in again. Cover the flank of our Palatina. Then open up. Oh, come on. Nope. And let's charge in here with our veteran Roman cavalry. Held firm. Ooh, let's see if we can finish that off first. Yeah. Okay. Ooh. This is all a waste of time here. Shove them off and see where you end up. Medium foot are going to press right over. And Limitane can start funneling in. Alright, you're going to break. Where do you break to? Nowhere. In that case, let's turn that way to maybe hit them in the flank as they go. Light horse to the right wing, where they can try to put pressure on these frag and disrupted units if they don't rally up. Meantime, do I fall back or do I just charge? I think I just charge. Alright, so now they've fallen back and they're covered by their comrades, but they're no threat. So if we charge uphill against spears, even raw spears, it might not go very smoothly, but we can try to even the odds with our slingers. In the meantime, non-light cavalry will push forward into, well, this hellscape that's developing here. Alright. You haven't moved, and you shouldn't. Turn, get ready to move right. Very good. Next turn. Too bad. Oh, I did not realize there was a third. That could make it a little bit interesting. Ooh. Fine with that. Double drop. Excellent. Okay. Well, shove them off. Didn't quite catch him. Ooh. Okay then. Okay. How is this? It's good enough for going in. Good. Then we'll risk standing our ground a little bit longer with the infantry instead of charging. Here, trapped ourselves in front of a height 100 situation here. Fall back. We could still do it, so we'll have to fall back again next turn if we can. Let's try to break these cataphracts, or at least keep them from rallying up. Okay, onward. Next turn. Oh, who else rallied? Ah, the levies. Fair enough. Oh, that's pretty ugly. Nice hole right there, and then we're gonna have to intervene with our... Maybe not. We disrupted and we held firm because they're superior, but that's pretty bad. Okay. Well. 19. Come on. Good. Held firm. Now we can't fall back, we can only turn and face. And threaten flank charges so that he can't flank our Auxilia Palatina. We might need to sacrifice some infantry. If he attacks these slingers, he might get a flank attack off on Comitatensis. It's a risk I'm willing to take. Okay, how bad? Uh-huh. I'm going to risk cohesion checks here, because I need to get my men into action. Next up, charge. That's fine. Cause a cohesion drop here. Good. And advance. Held firm. What to do? Throw them in or keep them in reserve? Let's say at this point we throw them in. Alright, looking good, but it's going to get messy in the middle. Next turn. Nice. Alright, we'll have to see if we can break them with our light cavalry. There's what I was afraid of, but I lucked out and they didn't quite pursue. Alright, do we frag? That's the question. Yes. Oh, this is all terribly awkward. Have the high ground, but we might get flanked. Well, for starters, another 2%. Why not? Held firm. Come on. Too bad. They're fragged. They're superiors. They might hold out for a time. Break them. Good. This is all very awkward. We need to block them in and prevent a flank. Then we can even zone of control lock them. Yep, that's what we'll do. Unless, actually, it's not necessary. Is it a good charge here? And lock them in with the levy spears. Very good. Start harassing these cataphracts. Lock them in. Threaten the flank if they do charge the archers. And prepare the flank for next turn. Give them a little shove. Well, bloody mess. It's not going smoothly, but I think we will win it. But we're going to take more losses first, probably this unit, which could lead to this unit being lost as well. Next turn. Oh, very nice. They'll get a close range shooting malice for masked archers with no melee capability. Wow. Well, I guess you get what you pay for, and these guys are pretty expensive. Let's get this flank attack off. We held here because of the plus 100 hail, of course. Very good. Do we have a way to force a break? We might. Damn, I don't think we can cause a check, unfortunately. Well, charge over here. Break here, but hopefully flee off map and drag his 2 units with us. Well, break these levies, for one thing. Then break off here and allow our men to fall back. Ugh. I don't think advancing is a great idea, although, yeah, if we advance, he might be able to flank us, so we need to just turn and face, I think. Let's try a break. No. I deserve that. Let's go in. Then we can... No, we shouldn't do that. No. Next turn then we can advance. Push. Alright. That'll do. Next turn. Pretty bold. I would have just waited, I think. Fragged. I'll have to take the command off of that. Just bounce that. Yep, no problem. See, if he'd done that combat first, those cohesion checks would have had to happen. Okay. If we can get a frag here, we might be able to cause a break on both units. Excellent. I could even go for... This is unlikely, but possible. Held firm. Okay. Break them. Or... Okay. That works too, I suppose. Let's see, sub-general, and we're not in command range of any of our other units. Here we go. arm, so lock them in. Alright. Commence the staring contest. Turn and face. Lock them in again. Okay, and that should be game. Getting a well played with the trap on the hill, tempting target. So it is over. I assume he's talking about this trap here with the archers and the slope. Here we go, one rally, but it would have taken two to drop below 25%. So, a little island hopping strategy worked out really, of grabbing this and then grabbing this 100 height slope. In fact, in both this match and the mirror match, I snagged this 100 height hill and then defended it against all comers. And it was crucial, as in this match it was more use of the base of fire for archers and light artillery, as opposed to a melee situation, although these archers did hold out nicely against the cataphracts thanks to the slope until help could arrive. And the other thing I would say is that Flynn had a lot of master archers deployed on the slope, which would have been very difficult to deal with, but I really didn't have to deal with it because the rest of his army moved forward, and once he had other targets move up that I could engage, there was no need to even think about pushing this. Although, to be honest, even if he had held back, say with the master archers here and the rest of the army here, I would have simply avoided this, pushed this way, seized this hill, and then established a base of fire of master archers and artillery, and then pushed this way, rather than attempt to engage the master archers on the best ground for them. So yeah, in short, for this random map, this hill was crucial in both matches and was bound to be because of that extra 100 POA. So we have another rematch, paired rematch underway, same faction, so we'll see how that goes. A good game to Flynn, as always. Till next time.